Hello everyone, this is Al Kabir, the analyst, and today I will be talking Howie Roseman. Yes, I believe Howie Roseman has another trick up his sleeve. This is Al Kabir, the analyst. Not sure. I'm shooting this tonight. I might just schedule it for tomorrow morning. I want to talk Howie Roseman. Yes, what you see on my screen is true. We still have $8.2 million in cap space. I believe that cap will be used for another guy. And not only that, I don't want to talk about that. I'm talking about the trade bait and the Andre Dillard, the trade bait and Jalen Reagor. I think those two guys are to be looked at to possibly be traded. And that's why I believe that maybe a Chuck Clark come here. Maybe some guy we just not thinking of just might come to Philadelphia, because I'm taking the two things into consideration. A, the cap space. Actually, three things. A, the cap space. Two, the trade bait. And three, what Howie Roseman said. Like Howie Roseman said, it's only May. Well, it was only April when he said that. So it's very, very early. And I could just see another guy coming here. I don't think we're done. I don't think Howie's done. I think Howie's going all in. He surrounded his team, Jonathan Gannon, Jalen Hurts, and Nick Sirianni with the most pieces as possible. I think maybe a running back. I mean, I don't really want to get too deep on this, but at some point you got to come to the conclusion Miles Sanders might play 12, 13 games this season. He might have a big season, to be honest, but 12, 13 games I project him to play, just due to the history. The broken hand, the ankle, the knee is always something. And to me, we always at our best when we had Miles Sanders, Jordan Howard, or Miles Sanders and some other bruiser back. But eventually that bruiser back always take over at some point, because Miles Sanders is going to miss some games. I love my guy Jordan Howard, but Jordan Howard's at that point of his career. He's just going to miss some games with a stinger. That just is what it is. But I love Marcus Epps. Like I said in my past couple videos, Marcus Epps will be the guy. He will be the guy to start. But I say the same thing about Tay Gowan. So I would not be surprised if another guy want to come here and how we trade for somebody or sign somebody else. Or maybe he used the $8 million to get C plus or C minus players just to fill in the roster to had depth. But it's hard for me to see Andre Dillard on this team for so long. Maybe he trade somebody at the trade deadline. I was watching a live of Philly 500, Lord Bronson, Philly Mike, Fresh, and all those guys was on there. Even Philly 500 said something like, maybe something happens during the trade deadline. Maybe we hold on to this cap space. But I personally believe the roster ain't finished. Just like even in 2017, I hate comparing this team to 2017 because they good on paper, but we didn't see them on the field. We want to go get Jay Ajayi. We got a nice record, but something's missing. We got that running back. Jay Ajayi just put us on another level. And maybe how we do the same thing. Like, you know what? This team is really good, but something is missing. That final ingredient. So, just need a little bit of black pepper on a nice cooked chicken. Like, this chicken, this food is good, but it's just missing a little bit of seasoning. Something is missing. And how we do that. That's what he did with J.J. So I won't be surprised if he do that again. But you got to start looking at the trade bait and Jalen Reagor. Somebody might need a receiver. Maybe somebody think Jalen Reagor is not being used right with the Philadelphia Eagles. Andre Dillard is a starter for at least half of the teams in the NFL. That's why I thought us trading Andre Dillard to the Bengals, even though the Bengals picked up a couple really good linemen, Andre Dillard would have been such a great fit there because they need pieces. It gives him a chance to revive his career, and then we can get like a Jesse Bates away from them. And I know how we'll find a way to pay him, because James Bradbury cap is only two something $2 million because he spread it out through 2026. I mean, Howie's a genius. Howie's a genius, and as good as this roster is, mark my words, I don't think we're going into the season with this roster. I think we're going to get somebody else. I'm just not sure who he is. I'm really not sure who he is, but it's only the beginning. It's only May. It's the very end of May, but it's only May. You got June, got July, and you got August to make a move. So all I'm hoping is that this team stay healthy. I think Howie's going to get somebody else. I'm going to be looking and watching. Couldn't believe he got James Bradbury. Couldn't believe what he did in the draft. Come on. Got to get Howie his props. Like A.J. Brown, I guess you can include that in the draft. $8 million. See, last year we was broke. But we still end up pulling Steven Nelson. This year, we had some money. This at the signing all the rookies, signing James Bradbury. Tell you, man, how we gonna use that $8 million? But hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel about Howie Roseman having $8.2 million left? Will we sign somebody, or will Howie just hold that money? But this is Al Kabir, the analyst. Ghost.